Hi, this is Ricky, and check out my 65mm Walksnail Tiny Whoop. I chose the NewBeeDrone V3 Cockroach frame, and I'm using the HDZero Canopy. My all-up weight was 24.6 grams. I chose the NewBeeDrone frame because I was able to mount the flight controller on the bottom and the Walksnail unit on the top. The mounting posts have holes drilled all the way through, so you can use screws on the top and the bottom, or you can see what I used with these little wire ties, and I'll talk about those a little bit later. The flight controller I chose is the BetaFPV F4 all-in-one with the Express ELRS, and it's the little wire antenna. That seems to be fantastic. I shortened the motor wires and directly soldered them. I removed the little plugs. That saved about half of a gram. Also, because I mounted the flight controller on the bottom, I made this little TPU battery mount so I could mount the battery on the outside and still have access to the USB cable. I shortened the battery cable and soldered a BT 2.0 connector at a 90-degree angle. That saved about half a gram. You can see the Walksnail light on the top. The heatsink is still on it. I'm told that if I remove it, I'd save a gram and a half. But so far, it's been fantastic. It's still lighter than my original Whoop that I had. From the profile, you can see that because I mounted the flight controller on the bottom and the Walksnail unit on top, it's very flat. It's very compact. So I think it came out great. Here's how I soldered the BT 2.0 connector at a 90-degree angle. I cut off each post to about 1 millimeter and soldered the wires directly to them 90 degrees. It was really pretty easy. Then I took this 703 silicone. You can get it on Amazon. It works really, really good. And I just gooped it on the ends. That way, hopefully I won't have any shorts. Probably the most controversial thing that I did to kind of save weight. I haven't seen anybody else do this, but I saved over half a gram not using the screws. So I used the tiny whoop whoop wire, the 32 gauge, probably the thinnest wire that they have, and I just wrapped it around the post and twisted it like you do like a bread bag, and everything has been solid for me so far. I can't really say about the durability. I don't fly hard enough to crash a whole bunch. So I think the weight savings, again, saving over half a gram, I think is worth it. Last Saturday, I was able to take it out to the lake. So this is its maiden flight. The first time I flew it, it would have already fail-safed. It didn't make it past 20 meters. So the first thing that I went and did is I just went straight out. Not as far as it could go, but probably as far as I wanted it to. So this last pine tree is about 100 meters away, and my RSSI looks great. My link quality looks great. The video quality's been fantastic. So I think the replacement board that Race Day Quad sent me was fantastic because the first board, like I said, it couldn't go more than 20 meters before it would fail safe. So I've heard a lot of things about the BetaFPV F4 and their quality control issues. Hey, as long as they make it right, it doesn't bother me. And I had a new board um, within a week. So this board seems fantastic. Everything works on it. And you can see how much it's leaning. It wasn't a calm day in the morning. I'm in Texas, and it's always windy. So the fact that I was able to fly it around outside and it perform, I think, as well as it did, is fantastic. I only get about 2 minutes worth of flight time. Once the battery gets below 3.1, sometimes or not sometimes, all the time, the camera will just cut out. So I have a timer set, so pretty much at 2 minutes, I usually bring it in. Last night, I was able to take it into the gym for the first time. So I went ahead and fired it up and flew around the gym. The first thing that I noticed is the lack of multipathing. The video quality inside looks just as good as it does outside. Here I am in 720p blasting out as high as it can go, not realizing that me being on Walksnail channel 7 was messing up the guys in the other gym that were on Raceband channel 8. So one thing that I could never do with the analog system is I could fly in the other gym, but there would be so much static, it wasn't very much fun. This was like I was sitting on the table in the gym. So they made a little course. You can see how I am not very good, but I was able to fly through the course just fine. Again, I don't fly fast enough or hard enough to notice any latency. And in fact, I have a setup so that my HDMI cable is split. So one cable goes to my goggles, and this is what I'm flying through, and another cable goes to a monitor so people around me can kind of see what's going on. And I was able to fly through the course just fine. All of this DVR footage is from the goggles. It's not from the video receiver. And again, the fact that there's no multipathing and I'm able to fly in the gym and my bit rate is holding solid at 25 is just amazing to me. I think this is what I thought FPV was supposed to be like all along, and I'm glad that it's at least progressed so that it's like this. So I set my alarm so that when it gets below 3.2, I need to book it on into the other gym and go ahead and land it. So because I have the latest Walksnail firmware, I was able to put the video receiver in, the video transmitter, I mean, into race mode. So race mode switches it from 720p to 540p, and it uses the raceband channel. So I'm on, I think raceband channel 3, and the guys in the gym were on 1 and 8, and you can see that guy pass me like I'm standing still. But I'm trying. I'm going as fast as I can. I'm still learning the whole racing thing. The fact that I can go through these gates and through the slalom is amazing to me. Yep, you saw him pass me again. So he hit the gate right there. When this happened, my heart sank. I thought that I fail-safed again. So let's rewind it and let's see what actually happened. So here I am turning this slalom, and because it's going super slow, you can see at the bottom right corner, his drone is what took me out. So you see it, he's only in there for a couple frames. And as soon as he hit me, I went down. Every time you arm or disarm how I have mine set up, it stops recording. So I turn it into turtle mode and I flip it over, and then the recording just comes right here. So watching the footage after the fact was kind of weird, but turtle mode works fantastic, and I was able to go through the gate and limp back home. Again, once I see that low battery warning, I just hightail it back. This time it got really low. Usually when it gets below 3.1, the video receiver or the video transmitter just kicks off. So one of the things I'm going to try to do, because this racing or this going through the gates, it is so much fun. Um, the race organizer, the guy that was flying in the gym over here, he has a Immersion RC lap timer, and I don't think that they make that anymore. But Rotor Hazard has a like a little DIY unit that you can make. So I have all the parts on order. I'm gonna try to make that um, just for funsies and see if I can improve my racing times. All right, thanks for watching.